Welcome back to Oelwein, everybody. Cool, cloudy, overcast night. A night, climate-wise, probably more suited for football than baseball, but we are playing here tonight as Taylor Gilson, the right-hander for the Huskies, taking his warm-up tosses. Gilson 1-1 on the season, a 1.11 ERA. Opponents hitting 197 against him. 19 innings, 13 hits, 8 runs, only 3 earned, 8 walks, and 22 strikeouts. As we mentioned, it's cloudy and overcast. The lights have already been turned on here at the ballpark, and they are already starting to take effect. As Gavin Nimrod will start things to start the top of the first inning. Nimrod, a .333 hitter with 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBI. We'll set the Husky defense as we go here. So we're about ready to go this evening. Going a little late, but the pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes as we get going at 5:43. Want to know the count on Gavin Nimrod. Gilson ready in the 1-0. Swung on and missed at a curveball. It's 1-1. Tyler Vogel is in left field. Mike Lincoln is in center. And Jake Smith in right. At third base, Kyle Bauschka, Jake Mullis at shortstop. Pitch swung on and missed as even over the top of a hard breaking ball from Gilson. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. At second base is Amos Miller. At first base is Andrew Berg. Behind the plate is Mason Shannon. 1-2, swung on and missed at a curveball. And Nimrod down on strikes. 1 down here in the first inning. 1 down, nobody on, and Jacob Qualley to the plate in a scoreless game. Qualley getting the start on the hill. Of course, the pitching depth going to be tested a little bit in the second night of a back-to-back conference doubleheader. As Qualley stands in, looks the first one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Qualley with the stick is at 181 right now. 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 5 RBI. Like sticks from a productive standpoint have struggled a bit lately as that one grounded towards short, picked up there by Mullis. Takes his time and throws to first base to retire Qualley quickly. 2 up, 2 down here in the first inning. 2 down, nobody on. No score here in the first. James Astley is hitting .161 with no extra base hits and 2 RBIs here on the campaign. Astley in from the right-hand side of the plate, hits a slow roller towards third, picked up there by Kyle Bauschka. He'll throw on to first base, and it's dropped at first base by Berg, who tried to make a stretch of a low throw, but couldn't hang on, so the error will allow Astley to reach with 2 outs, and Josie Jewell will keep the inning going for Decorah. No score here in the first. Jewell at .272. 3 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and a team-leading 6 RBIs. Him and Ashpacker actually are tied for the team lead in that category. Pitch over the outside edge for a strike. That's the first batter that Gilson has started with the strike. 0-1. Josie, the winning pitcher in Game 1 of the doubleheader last night, threw all 8 in that game. The ball's 1 strike, and the pitch swung on, fouled away, right side, and out of play. Into the parking lot here at the Husky baseball diamond. No balls and 2 strikes to count with Astley at first, and 2 down here in the first inning of a scoreless game. Stretched by Gilson in the 0-2 delivery, a curveball that just missed inside. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. As we mentioned, Jack Lynch behind the plate and Bill Boyd working the base pass here in game number 1. 1-2 delivery, swung on, driven towards right center field, and that one is going to be a gapper. Lincoln there to cut it off. Astley being waved in by Coach Oelwein-Game. Relay throw will go to third base. A 2-out RBI double for Josie Jewell, and the Vikings draw first blood. Josie went the other way on a 1-2 curveball, scoring Astley from first on the double. It's the 4th double of the season for Josie. An RBI number 7 to take the team lead in that category. And a timely hit for the Vikings, something that has escaped them recently. And a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning as Ashbacker takes a curve for a strike, 0-1. Ashbacker at 181 with a double, a triple, no home runs, and 6 RBI. 1-0 delivery, or 0-1 delivery, swung on and missed as Austin laid on a fastball. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Gilson comes set, looks back at second, and the 0-2 delivery is blown outside as he tried the breaking ball and missed. Our vantage point right here on the first base side, adjacent to the Decorah dugout. So 1 ball, 2 strikes from Gilson. Gilson comes set, and the 1-2 delivery is a fastball up for 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the count evened up at 2-2, 2 outs on number 22. The 2-2 delivery is taken up for 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Austin Ashbacker. Kyle Kane hoping for a turn on deck. And the pitch, swing and a foul back as he challenged him with a fastball at shoulder level, and Austin fouled it straight back. So 3-2 the count remains. Gilson comes set, a lead at second for Josie, and the 3-2 is outside for ball 4. So Austin Ashbacker gets a 2-out walk, and Kyle Kane will come to the plate. First and second, 2 down. Top of the first inning of a 1-0 Decorah lead of Josie Jewell. 2-out RBI double. The scorer, James Osley, who reached on an error with 2 outs. That's the 9th run that Gilson has given up in his 5th appearance, but only 3 have been earned, so his defense hasn't exactly helped him out as Kyle looks at the first one outside. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Vikings left 10 runners on in game number 2 of the doubleheader last night, and Kyle trying to come up with another key hit as the pitch goes outside. It is 2 balls, no strikes. Kyle hitting .300 with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 2 RBI. And the 2-0 delivery, ground ball towards third. Bauschke picks it up. He'll win the race with Josie to the bag. And that's that for the first inning. But the Vikes score 1 on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. 1 half inning complete. It's Decorah 1 and Oelwein coming to bat. Welcome back to Oelwein, everybody. Darren Swinson with you here on a Tuesday night for Northeast Iowa Conference baseball. The Vikings take a 1-0 lead. A 2-out RBI double by Josie Jewell scores James Osley, who reached on an error to extend the inning. And Jake Qualley getting the start for the Vikings here. Qualley, his last outing was a very good outing. Ended up losing 2-0 to a solid Cascade Western Dubuque team on Saturday in the second game of the Decorah tournament. So far on the season, Qualley 1-1 with a 1.62 ERA. Opponents hitting 141 against him. 17 of the third innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 5 walks, and 10 strikeouts. This is the 3rd start for Qualley in the overall 6th appearance. Qualley appeared in relief against Valley Community as well as in relief against Cresco on Friday night. Taylor Gilson will start things in a pitcher-against-pitcher matchup to begin things here in the bottom of the first inning, and Gilson fouls one right side, and that one is going to land out of play, so it's no balls and 1 strike. The Vikings defensively have Austin Ashbacker in left, Gavin Nimrod in center, and James Osley in right. 0-1 delivery, a breaking ball taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. Josie Jewell at third, Colin Nimrod at short, Dustin Carey at second, Eric Smorstad at first, Kyle Kane behind the plate, and Jake Qualley on the hill. 0-2 delivery is high and outside. 4-1 ball, 2 strikes. Gilson will be followed by Vogel and Smith here in the bottom of the first inning with the Vikes leading 1-0. 1-2 delivery, curveball taken inside corner for strike 3. So one pitcher strikes out the other to start things here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Decorah, and Tyler Vogel stands in for Oelwein. Vogel at .318, no extra base hits and 3 RBIs on the campaign. Vogel squares to bunt and bunts it foul. It is no balls and 1 strike. Josie was charging from third as Vogel squared to bunt. No balls and 1 strike. Qualley kicks and deals, and the 0-1 delivery, ground ball towards second base. Dustin Carey there to make the play. Easy toss over to Smorsy at first, and there's 2 up and 2 down here in the first inning. So 2 down, nobody on. And Jake Smith to the plate for Oelwein in a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Smith at .381 with 4 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 3 RBIs. Vikes playing their 11th game of the year. Oelwein playing their 8th. This curveball taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. Both these teams were in action. It was a rescheduled game for Decorah last night as the Vikings split with New Hampton. Oelwein ended up beating North Fayette 10-9. 1-0 delivery. That one dropped low for 2 balls and no strikes. Decorah will get a look at North Fayette a week from tomorrow down in West Union. 2-0 from Qualley, and that one up for 3 balls and no strikes. Decorah will have East Waterloo for a doubleheader tomorrow night. They'll have Thursday off, and then they will play Friday at home against Waukon. 3-0, outside edge taken for a strike, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Jake Smith. 1-0 Decorah on the Jewel 2-out RBI double in the first inning, and the pitch swung on and missed, and is now 3-2 as Qualley trying to battle all the way back from 3-0 down. We've gone full on the number 3 hitter in the Husky lineup. The 3-2 delivery swung on at a ground ball towards second, picked up there by Carey. Easy toss over to first base, and Smith retired 4-3, and the side is out here in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom, or the top of the second inning, rather. Decorah leading 1-0. Welcome back to Oelwein, everybody. Darren Swenson with you on a Tuesday night. For Northeast Iowa Conference Baseball, Decorah leading Oelwein, top of the second, 1-0. James Astley reached on an error with 2 outs in the top of the first inning, and Josie Jewell brought him home with an RBI double. Bottom third of the order due for Decorah. Here in the second inning, Dustin Carey, Eric Smorstad, and Colin Nimrod. Carey looks the first one high and outside from Taylor Gilson. 1 ball, no strikes. Carey at .314 with the double, no triples, no home runs, and 3 RBI. 1-0 delivery, swung on a little foul ball towards the third base Oelwein dugout, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball and a strike to count. So far the Huskies at 4-3. They've lost their 2 conference games. Those were to New Hampton on Friday night. 1-1 swung on, popped up right side. The second baseman Amos Miller is calling near the foul line, near the outfield grass, and he will make the catch. Miller had a beat on that one right away, and 1 second baseman retires the other. 1 down, nobody on here in the second inning. Eric Smorstad is hitting .116 on the season, no extra base hits or RBI. And the first pitch taken low by Smorsy, 1 ball, no strikes. Oelwein started the season with a loss, with splitting a doubleheader against Center Point Urbana. They're actually 1-3 on this diamond to this point. Pitch outside corner for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. They split against Center Point Urbana, and New Hampton got him twice. Pitch swung on and missed as Smorsy laid on the fastball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Huskies are 3-0 on the road this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gilson delivers, and the pitch, a little number up the third base side foul, and will stay put at 1-2. Huskies a week ago Friday won a doubleheader at Union LaPorte City, and last night they won up in West Union, defeating North Fayette. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch taken low by Smorstad from Gilson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow night, the Huskies hosting South Winneshiek on this diamond. 2-2 delivery, just outside for 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Smorstead. Three and 2 the count on Smorsy, and the 3-2 is swung on and fouled back. So Smorstad staying alive, fighting off a pretty good curveball from Gilson. Then on Friday night, the Huskies will travel to Cresco. 3-2 delivery, swung on, popped up, foul ball, right side now to play. So Smorstad battling well. This will become at least a 9-pitch at bat between Gilson and Smorstad. The pitch swung on, a ground ball towards third, takes a funny hop, fielded there by Bauschke. He'll throw on to first base, and on a bang play, Smorstad retired. There's 2 down here in the second inning. A bobble at third by Bauschke made that play more dramatic than it should have been, but a 5-3 put out, and there's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second inning. 1-0 Decorah with the lead as the pitch taken high by Colin Nimrod. 1 ball, no strike. Nimrod at 272 takes a curve for a strike. It's 1-1. No extra base hits and 3 RBIs on the season for the sophomore Colin Nimrod. Pitch swinging a foul, right side out of play. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 1-0 Decorah here in the top of the second inning. 1-2 delivery, check swing, did he go? Look down to first base, and the appeal is asked for, and Bill Boyd says no. So the deuce is wild now on Colin Nimrod. The 2-2 delivery, curveball inside, so for the second consecutive batter, Gilson goes to a full count on a Decorah hitter. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gilson kicks and deals, and the pitch swung on, hit towards second. A step to his left is Miller to pick it up, and he'll throw on to first base to retire Nimrod. And that's that for the second inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. 1-0 Decorah as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Mike Lincoln, kid who actually goes to West Central Maynard, will start things here in the bottom of the second inning. He was pretty good running back for West Central Maynard in the fall, and he'll look at the first pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Lincoln off to a 222 start with a double and 4 RBI. The pitch swung on, driven towards right field, and that one will land foul. About 50 feet in front of the 309 sign and straight away right. It is 1 ball, 1 strike count. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC. And Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson here in Oelwein as the pitch, fastball taken up. It's 2 balls, 1 strike on Mike Lincoln. I believe it was 2010 where Oelwein and West Central started a cooperative sharing agreement in baseball. Swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Dustin Carey, I should say, at second base, basically standing now right in his second base normal position to make the catch. And there's 1 down here in the second inning. Carey has fielded 3 chances of the first 4 outs, and he's done it all cleanly to this point. As Andrew Berg will stand in for Oelwein. Vikings leading 1-0. Curve for a strike, 0-1. Berg at 222 with 2 RBIs. 0-1 delivery, swung on, hit towards center field, and a base hit. So Berg with a 1-out single becomes Oelwein's first base runner here in the bottom of the second inning. One on, 1 out, 1-0 Decorah here in the second inning. Hud Johnston is an 067 hitter with 1 RBI. He's 1 for 15 on the early part of the season as the pitch swung on and missed as Johnston over the top on a curveball. No balls and 1 strike to count. Qualley working out of the stretch for the first time. Takes a peek over at first base. He'll come set. He'll take another peek, and the 0-1 delivery is outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Berg, the runner at first base, has not attempted a steal. The Huskies do steal quite a bit based on the stat sheet. They have 18 steals in the first 7 games. Curveball and Johnston way out in front of that one and is swinging and missing. It's 1-2. 1-2 the count. Qualley comes set. The 1-2 delivery swung on and a ground ball. Booted a bit by Qualley. It's picked up by Carey, and he'll throw on to first base to retire Johnston. A 1-4-3 put out for the second out of the inning. It was a slow roller back towards the middle. Qualley got a glove on it, but slowed it down. That took away the possibility of perhaps a double play, but smart play by Dustin Carey taking the sure out. Berg at second with 2 down, and Kyle Bauschke to the plate. A 1-0 Decorah lead. Bauschke hits a fly ball deep left field. Retreating under it is Austin Ashbacker. He will make the catch to retire the side. So 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the third inning. It is a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Top of the third inning we go. It's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Josie Jewell 2-out RBI double in the first inning. The only run of the game to this point, each team with a hit. The Huskies with a costly error in the first inning. That error allowed James Astley to reach with 2 outs, and Josie brought him home with that RBI double. Gavin Nimrod, Jay Qualley, and James Astley. Top of the order due for Decorah here in inning number 3. First of a doubleheader tonight. Glad you're with us on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC. As Coach O makes his way down to the third base box. Blake Mullen coaching in the first base box for Decorah tonight. Nimrod started the game by striking out on 4 pitches. He struck out swinging, and he'll look at a strike from Gilson on the inside edge. 1 strike to nothing, I should say. Gilson kicks and deals, and the pitch outside. 1 strike count. The run Gilson gave up was unearned, and 6 of the 9 runs he's given up in his 5 outings to this point have been unearned. As pitch taken low by Nimrod. It is 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 delivery. Inside corner for a strike. So the count evened up at 2 now on Gavin Nimrod. 2-2 the count here in the top of the third. The pitch inside for 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Nimrod. A lot of pitches thus far for Gilson, rather. This is his 45th. This one off the end of the bat, hit towards third, and Bauschke, he'll pick it up on the infield grass and throw across the diamond to retire Nimrod. And after a bit of a rocky start, Gilson has settled down nicely. He's retired 5 in a row. One down, nobody on. Third inning, 1-0 Decorah. Qualley, his first time up, grounded to short. He'll swing at the first one and foul that one straight back and out of play. It is no balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 delivery from Gilson. Fastball taken low. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Decorah has only had the 3 base runners to this point, but that's calculated out to a run. 1-1 delivery. Curveball grounded towards short. Picked up there by Mullis. Takes his time, throws to first base. He'll retire Qualley. And 2 up, 2 down here in the third inning. 6 in a row set down by Taylor Gilson. And James Astley will try to end that string right here. Astley reached on an error and scored the game's only run in the first inning. And Astley fished 1 foul up the first base side. 1 strike to nothing on Astley. Gilson back to the mound. The 0-1 delivery. Missing outside on a fastball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike count now. Gilson kicks and deals, and the 1-1 delivery swung on, driven towards left center field. That'll land for a base hit. Second hit of the night for Decorah. And Osley on for the second time. So, a runner at first and 2 down, and Josie Jewell with the game's only RBI to this point stands in. Jewell, an RBI double to right to score Osley in that first inning. And the pitch swung on, hammered up the middle and through for a base hit as Gilson had to go to his backside to get out of the way of that one. So Josie now 2 for 2 on the night. First and second with 2 down. And Austin Ashbacker will look to keep the inning going. 1-0 Decorah. We play at the top of the third. And the pitch, curveball for a strike to Austin. It is no balls, 1 strike. Bucks trying to get a 2-out rally just like they got in the first inning. The pitch swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. 2 strikes to nothing now on Austin Ashbacker. Stretch and the 0-2 delivery swung on, popped up on the infield. The catcher Shannon yields to the pitcher Gilson, who makes the catch in foul territory on the first base side, and that's that for the third inning. 2 hits, 2 left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It is a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Mason Shannon pops out to start things here in the third inning. And Shannon is the first out of the inning, and Amos Miller looks at a strike, 0-1. And a swing and a foul at the plate. It is no balls and 2 strikes to count. Now on Amos Miller. Quality ahead, 0-2. Swing and a next pitch is outside. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Amos Miller. And the pitch is outside for 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now. Two and 2 the count. And the pitch swung on, a ground ball towards short, picked up there by Colin Nimrod. He'll throw on to first base. And Miller retired for the second out of the inning. So 2 down and nobody on. And Taylor Gilson will start the second trip around the batting order for Oelwein. He struck out looking in the first inning. And the pitch taken out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. Gilson struck out looking to start things in the first. The 1-0 delivery, ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. So Gilson becomes the second base runner for Oelwein on a single to center here in the third inning.
Left fielder, Tyler Vogel.
So a runner at first and 2 down, and Tyler Vogel to the plate. And a 1-0 Decorah lead here in the bottom of the third. Vogel grounded to second his first time up. Qualley comes set, and a pitch swung on and missed over the top of a breaking ball, and it snowballs and 1 strike. 0-2, ground ball towards third and foul, picked up there by Coach Gerhardt in the third base box. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch bunted third base side, picked up there by Josie. Takes his time, throws to first base, and beating it out is Vogel. Making it all the way to third is Taylor Gilson. Gilson noticed no one was covering third base on the play. and he was able to make it all the way to third on that bunt. So first and third with 2 outs, and Jake Smith coming to the plate for Oelwein. Smith grounded to second his first time up, 0 for 1. 1-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the third inning. Qualley comes set and move towards first base, and Jake Smith back to the bag diving. Qualley ready and pitch, missing outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Qualley comes set, and the 1-0 taken outside for 2 balls and no strikes. Away from first is Vogel. Down the line from third is Gilson. The 2-0 delivery. Breaking ball for a strike on the outside edge. It's 2-1. 2-1 the count. Qualley comes set again, and the 2-1 delivery. Ground ball up the middle and fielded there by Carey. He'll keep it in the infield, but that's all he'll be able to do. A slow roller up the middle. It wasn't hit hard, but Jake Smith able to get an RBI out of it. And the game is now tied at 1. A 2-out run for the Huskies here in the third inning. And the pitch is taken for a strike. It's 0-1 by Mike Lincoln. Lincoln popped to second his first time up in the second, 0 for 1. Qualley comes set, and the 0-1 offering swung on and missed. Looked like he took a little something off that time. And it's 2 strikes to 0. Qualley comes set, and the 0-2 delivery is high and tight for 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. 1-2 from Qualley. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. And that's that for the third inning. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. We head to the fourth. We're tied at 1. Top of the fourth inning we go. It's a 1-1 game between Decorah and Oelwein. Both teams with a couple of 1-out runs here in the ball game. Decorah got theirs in the first inning, and Oelwein got theirs in the third inning. Kyle Kane will try to start things here in the fourth. This pitch taken outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0 the count on Kyle Kane, and the pitch outside for 2 balls and no strikes the count. Two and 1 on Kyle now. Pitch in there for a strike. It's 2-2. And the pitch swung on and missed. And there's a strikeout for Gilson. One down, nobody on. Dustin Carey to the plate. Grounded or popped to second in the second. Here's a little number up the third base side foul. No balls and 1 strike to count. Carey popped to second his first time up, 0 for 1. Pitch swung on and fouled back. It is no balls and 2 strikes to count. Nothing and 2 the count on Carey, and the pitch swung on a ground ball towards third, and Bauschke picked it up, throws on to first base, and the second out of the inning is recorded. Two down, nobody on, and Eric Smorstad to the plate. Smorstad grounded to third in the second, 0 for 1. And the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery, swung on a ground ball towards third, picked up there by Bauschke, throws on to first base, and Smorstad retired, 5-3. And a 3-3 down 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is a 1-1 game. Andrew Berg grounded out to second. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th inning, and Hud Johnson to the plate, grounded to second his first time up, and he'll look the first one inside. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes to count. 2-0 the count on Hud Johnston. 1 down here in the 4th inning of a 1-1 game. The pitch outside corner taken for a strike. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Pauly kicks and deals, and the 2-1 delivery swung on, hit towards left, and a base hit. Oh, we got a lot of plugs in for our commercial break there as the cellular phone disconnected, and we want to thank Ryan Delahunt for coming up and getting us back on the air. Here is what you missed. It is now a 1-1 game. We play the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Glad you're with us on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC. Again, thanks Ryan Delahunt for helping us out. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Mason Shannon for Oelwein popped to short. Amos Miller grounded out to short. Then Taylor Gilson got a single to center. As the pitch swung on and fouled back, it is still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Then Tyler Vogel got a bunt single, and on that play, Vogel reached on the bunt single. Gilson made it all the way to third. The next batter, Jake Smith, got a soft infield single to score Gilson to make it a 1-1 ball game. And that one, a curveball that hits Bauschke, but he leaned into the pitch, and correct call by Jack Lynch. And they're actually going to call that one a strike. And that's the second out here in the 4th inning. And then Mike Lincoln of Oelwein struck out to end the 3rd. It was 1-1 after 3. The Vikes went down 1-2-3 in the top half of the 4th inning. Kane struck out. Carey grounded to 3rd, and Smorstad grounded out. And here in the 4th inning, Andrew Berg grounded out to 2nd. Hud Johnston got a single to left, and Kyle Bauschke just struck out. And it's no balls and 1 strike, and a move to first base will send the Husky runner back. No balls or no count yet. On the batter is a swing and a fly ball into deep left field. Shannon hits it over the head of Ashbacker, and Ashbacker lunges back, and he pops out of his glove. Relay throw to the plate from Colin Nimrod, not in time, and it's going to end up being a 3-base hit for Mason Shannon, and the Huskies are up by a 2-1 margin. Ashbacker was playing pretty shallow, had a long ways to go. Lunged back at the fence. It appeared that it hit his glove, but popped out in that situation. And the pinch runner for Johnston scores all the way from first, and the Huskies have taken a lead of 2-1. That was Jared Latteberg, the pinch runner for Johnston. As off the end of the bat, Amos Miller hits one right back to Quelly. He picks it up and throws on to first base to retire Miller, and that's that for the 4th inning. But the Vikes score 2, or the Huskies score 1 on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the 5th inning, and we're going to keep it here this time. as Oelwein now leads Decorah by a 2-1 margin. So let's recap this game since we weren't with you for a couple of innings. Sometimes cellular phone technology is an inexact science. So this is the way it's gone to this point. In the top of the first inning, Nimrod struck out. Qualley grounded to short. Osley reached on an error. Jewell got him home with a double to right. Ashbacker then walked, and then Kane hit into a force play to end the inning. Huskies went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. Gilson struck out. Vogel grounded out, and Smith grounded out. Vikes went down 1-2-3 in the second inning. Carey popped out, Smorstad grounded out, and then Colin Nimrod grounded out. Huskies in their second inning, Lincoln popped out, Berg singled to center, Johnston grounded to second, and Bauschka flew out to left. Vikings in their third inning, Nimrod grounded out, Qualley grounded out, Osley a single to left, Josie a single to center, and then Ashbacker fouled out to end the threat. Bottom of the third inning for the Huskies, Shannon popped out, Miller grounded out to short. Taylor Gilson singled. Vogel a bunt single to send Gilson all the way to third. Smith an RBI single to make it 1-1, and then Lincoln struck out. Vikes got a 1-2-3 inning in the fourth inning. Kane struck out. Carey grounded to third, and Smorstad grounded to third. In the Husky fourth inning, as Colin Nimrod starts things here in the fifth, the curve for a strike, 0-1. Nimrod grounded to second, his first time up in the second, 0-for-1. Berg grounded to second. Johnston singled to left. Latterberg ran for him. Bauschka struck out looking. Here's a ground ball towards the first base side. Picked up at second by Miller. He'll pick it up and throw on to first base, and Nimrod retired. One down here in the fifth inning. And Bauschka struck out looking. Mason Shannon got a triple to left to score. Latterberg, the pinch runner, to make it 2-1, and then Miller grounded to the pitcher to end the threat. So that catches you up on everything. That's the top of the order, and Gavin Nimrod will look at first one low against Gilson. 1 ball, no strikes. Gilson's been pretty effective. The only run he's given up is an unearned run. As ground ball towards second once again. It's picked up there by Miller, and he'll throw on to first base to retire Nimrod, who's now 0-for-3. And 2 down here in the fifth inning. 2 down, nobody on, and Jake Qualley, who has played pepper with Jake Mollis at shortstop, grounding out to him in both the first and the third inning, will come to the plate. A 2-1 lead for Oelwein as we play the top of the fifth. The pitch swung on, smacked into right field, and a base hit. So Qualley gets the fourth hit of the day for Decorah. A single to right with 2 outs here in the fifth inning, and James Osley, who's been on base twice, will come to the plate. And Jake Hovden will run for Qualley at first base. Osley reached on an error, scored a run in the first inning, and singled to left in the third. Hovden, the runner at first with 2 down. Osley stands in against Gilson. Gilson delivers, and the pitch swung on, and a ground ball toward short, picked up there at short by Mollis, and he'll tag second base to end the inning. So 1 hit and 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the fifth inning. It is a 2-1 lead for Oelwein. Taylor Gilson will start things here in the bottom of the fifth inning for the Huskies, leading 2-1. Gilson swings at the first one, pops one up right side. Underneath it is Qualley. He will make the catch halfway up the baseline in fair territory, and Gilson retired on 1 pitch here in the fifth inning. So 1 down, nobody on, and Tyler Vogel to the plate. A 2-1 lead for the Huskies as we play at the bottom of the fifth. Vogel grounded to second in the first and an infield hit in the third. And Vogel way ahead of a curveball from Qualley. No balls, 1 strike. Qualley has given up 6 hits, hasn't walked anybody, and has struck out 3 to this point. Qualley ready in the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Qualley's been pretty economical with the pitches to this point. He's only thrown 58 at this point in the game. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Curve ball. I think Jack wanted to raise the right arm, but he didn't do it. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 2-1 delivery, swung on, popped up, foul ball, third base side. Josie going over towards the Oelwein dugout, and it lands over the Oelwein dugout and out of play. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Tyler Vogel. 2-1 Huskies here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-2 delivery, swung on and missed, took a little something off, and Vogel out in front. And there's 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th inning. Qualley looking for his first 1-2-3 innings since the first. And Jake Smith stands in for Oelwein. Smith grounded to second in the first and got an RBI infield hit in the 3rd inning. Pitch taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Huskies got their run with 2 outs in the 3rd. They got their run with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Vikes got their run with 2 outs in the top of the 1st inning. The 1-0 delivery, that one just missed outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. That 3rd inning, it was Gilson single to center, a Vogel bunt single. Gilson made it all the way to 3rd. And then Smith with an infield hit, popped up left side. Underneath it is Josie Jewell. He will make the catch to retire the side. So for the first time since the 1st inning, the Huskies go down in order. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It is a 2-1 lead for Oelwein. Top of the 6th inning, Josie Jewell will start things for Decorah as they trail it by a 2-1 margin. Taylor Gilson, 4 hits. He's walked 1 and he has struck out 2. Oelwein has only committed 1 error behind him. Granted, that 1 error led to the only run of the game. That was back in the 1st inning. Josie Jewell is 2 for 2. Looks the first one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jewell, an RBI double in the 1st, a single to center in the 3rd. The pitch low outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gilson has thrown 73 pitches now in the game. Pitch outside again, so it's 3 balls and no strikes with Austin Ashbacker on deck. 3-0. High and tight for ball 4. Second walk for Gilson. Josie on at first base with nobody out. And Austin Ashbacker to the plate, walked in the 1st and fouled out to the pitcher in the 3rd inning. That was with 2 on and 2 out. Austin in from the right-hand side of the plate. Bunts up in the air right side. And it stays in fair territory. No, not quite. It ends up being a foul ball. Gilson went after it. He couldn't catch it. He let that thing roll, and it just got beyond the chalk up the first base side right here in front of us. And it's no balls and 1 strike to count. Ball was popped up a little too much instead of getting a downward motion on the bunt as Austin squares the bunt, takes it outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on the Baby Bowl. Josie reaching first base. That's the first time in this game Decorah has led off an inning by getting a man on base. Austin squares the bunt, takes the fastball outside. It is 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Two and 1. Gilson set in the pitch, bunted up the first base side. That one a nice one. Gilson's going to pick it up. He'll throw on to Berg covering first, and the sacrifice complete 1-3. So tying run at second base in the person of Josie Jewell. And Kyle Kane will come to the plate. 2-1 Huskies, top of the 6th. Kane bounced into a force play to end the 1st and struck out swinging in the 4th inning. Gilson comes set, and the pitch taken low. It hops away from the catcher, Shannon, but not enough to warrant runner advancement. 1 ball, no strikes. Berg playing very shallow up in the grass at first base. A couple of steps behind the bag at third is Bauschke. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And the 1-0 delivery, fastball outside for 2 balls, no strikes the count. So the Viking catcher ahead in the count. Gilson comes set, and the pitch swung on a ground ball towards short. Playing the long hop is Mullis. He'll throw to first base and Berg, and the out recorded 6-3. Josie moves up to third on the play. He'll be there with 2 outs. And the Vikes will look for a 2-out RBI here from Dustin Carey. 2-1 Huskies here in the 6th. Carey popped the second in the second inning and grounded to third in the 4th. And the pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes with only 4 hits and only 6 base runners in 6 innings. As that one's back, right center field and a base hit. Dustin Carey with an RBI single to tie the game, scoring Josie Jewell here in the 6th inning. Carey went the other way on a breaking ball from Gilson. We are tied at 2, and Eric Smorstad will look to keep the fun going as Carey knocks in his 4th run of the season. Smorstad looks at first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Smorstad is grounded to third, and Kyle Bauschka twice. 2-2 game. We're in the 6th now. Gilson with a move to first base, and Carey back to the bag diving. Pitch outside. Corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. Gilson comes set, and the 1-1 delivery taken on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2 now. So all 4 runs in this game have scored with 2 outs. Josie Jewell and Dustin Carey with 2-out RBIs. Curveball taken inside corner for strike 3 by Smorsy, and that's that for the 6th inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. New ball game, 2-2. New ball game, 2-2. Vikes haven't produced a ton of offense in this one, but timely hitting, something that has escaped the Vikes over the last couple of ball games, has been there this evening. Josie Jewell with an RBI single or an RBI double, I should say, with 2 outs in the 1st inning, and Josie scores the 2nd run of the game on a Dustin Carey 2-out single here in the 6th. Mike Lincoln will start things the middle third of the order due for the Huskies here in the 6th inning to face Jake Qualley. 6 hits, 2 runs, and Lincoln hits one deep towards left field. Austin on his horse. He can't get there. It's a couple of hops and against the fence. Lincoln will have a double. So Lincoln on the first pitch of the 6th inning gets the 7th hit for the Huskies and their 2nd extra base hit of the night. And Andrew Berg will come to the plate. Berg single to center in the 2nd, grounded to 2nd in the 4th inning. Qualley delivers. Berg squares to bunt, and a fastball taken high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Lincoln reaching to start this inning is the first time a Husky batter has led off an inning by reaching base. Jake with the 1-0, bunted straight up in the air and bunts foul, and back to the screen. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Joe's even with the bag at third. A step in front of the bag at first is Smorstad. Qualley comes set. Berg squares to bunt in the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch taken outside. Throw down to third. Not in time as Lincoln got a good jump that time and takes third base. Lincoln now 9 for 10 in the steal department this year. And all 4 infielders will come up for Decorah. 2-1 the score. 2-1 the count on Berg. The pitch swung on a little number up the first base side. Lincoln's coming home. Smorstad's throw not in time. Berg gets an RBI fielder's choice as Lincoln going on contact that time. Scores on the Berg putting the ball in play. And Wade Michaels will run for Berg at first base. Still nobody out here in the second. Lincoln with a double, a steal of third, and scoring on the ground ball. So it's a 3-2 lead for the Huskies. Vikes tied it up in the sixth inning, but Huskies take the lead right back in the first two batters here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And Hud Johnston will look to keep the fun going for the Huskies. He grounded out 1-4-3 in the second, singled, and his pinch runner scored in the fourth inning. Johnston squaring to bunt, does so right in front of the plate. Qualley picks it up. He applies the tag to Johnston. And the sacrifice complete, one unassisted, with Michaels moving up to second on the play. And Kyle Bauschka with an RBI opportunity here for Oelwein. 3-2 Huskies, one down. And a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Bauschka fly to left in the second, struck out looking in the fourth. Qualley comes set, looks back at second, and the pitch, a little number right in front of the plate. Kane with a bare hand pickup from his catching position on to Smorstad at first. And a 2-3 putout will be the second out of the inning. And Mason Shannon will try to get another 2-out RBI for the Huskies. He popped a short in the third and got a triple to bring home. At the time, the go-ahead run in the fourth inning. The pitch, a strike to Shannon. No balls, one strike. Looking ahead to the Viking night, they'll have Nimrod, and Qualley if anyone gets on Osley. 0-1, ground ball to the left side. Picked up there at short by Colin Nimrod. He'll throw on to first base to retire Shannon. And that's that for the sixth inning. One run, one hit, no errors, one left. Vikes need one to keep it going. They trail it by a 3-2 margin. Top of the seventh inning. Colin Gavin and Qualley here in the top of the seventh. It's been a pretty good ball game. 3-2, Oelwein leads it. Taylor Gilson has given up 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 2, and he has struck out 3. Gilson has thrown 93 pitches, and Colin Nimrod, who has played pepper with Miller at second base, will try to start things here in the seventh inning. Nimrod grounded to second in the second and grounded to second in the fifth. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Gilson trying to get above 500 on the season. He's 1-1 on the campaign to this point. His last outing, a loss to New Hampton, as the pitch three-hopper right back to Gilson at the bottom of the hill, and he'll throw on to first base to retire Colin. One down here in the seventh inning. One down, nobody on, and Gavin Nimrod, who is 0 for 3, will stand in. Gavin struck out swinging in the first, grounded to third in the third, and grounded to second in the fifth. Swings the first one, pops one towards left center field. Mike Lincoln coming over, and he will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So, Jake Qualley will try to keep the Vikings alive here. Qualley grounded to short in the first and the third, single to right in the fifth. 3-2 Huskies, top of the seventh. Pitch outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Oh-1 swung on a ground ball wide of first and foul. So Qualley
Trailing the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
Vikes with 5 hits, the Huskies with 7. 0-2 delivery, ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So Qualley with his second hit. He's now 2 for 4. Getting a 2-out single here in the 7th inning, and James Osley will try to keep it going as Jake Hubden will get Qualley's courtesy at first base. Runner at first, 2 down. James Osley to the plate. Reached on an error and scored in the first, single to left in the third, and bounced into a fielder's choice to end the 5th. He'll swing and miss at the first offering here in the 7th inning. No balls and 1 strike. Move to first base and back to the bag diving is Jake Hubden. No balls, 1 strike, the count on Osley. Gilson comes set in the pitch, fisted down the right field line and foul. So it's no balls, 2 strikes. This was the same count Qualley had as when he got a single a moment ago. Pitch 102 of the night coming for James Osley. The pitch swung on a ground ball towards left, picked up at short by Mullis. He'll throw across the diamond, and pulling his foot is Berg, and he didn't hang on to the ball either. So Osley hustles out the infield hit. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. Josie Jewell to the plate. 3-2 Oelwein, 2 down, top of the 7th. Josie and RBI double in the first, single to center in the third, walked and scored in the 6th. Gilson comes set in the pitch, fastball up, it's 1 ball, no strikes. Gilson set again, runners lead, pitch swung on a ground ball towards left and a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Hubden, but he stumbles as he goes to third base. And obstruction, Coach Olenzak is yelling hardcore for obstruction at third base, and this is as animated as I have seen Coach O at a call in quite some time. He's asking Bill Boyd, the base umpire, for the call. Jack Lynch and Bill Boyd are going to get together on the mound. Hubden fell and stumbled at third base, and they are not going to rule that one obstruction. And bases are going to be loaded with 2 down, and bottom line, if you want to win the game, you need a hit here. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at second base. And Austin Ashbacker to the plate, first pitch low and outside. Nice stop by Shannon, moving to his right. 1 ball, no strikes. Hubden third, Osley second, Jewell first, 2 down. 7th inning, a 3-2 lead for Oelwein. Gilson working out of the windup. The pitch to Austin, swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Looked like a change of pace from Gilson. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1, swung on and a ground ball toward short. Mullis going to pick it up, and he'll throw to second to retire the side. And that's that here in the 7th inning. 3 hits and 3 runners left. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Or I guess that's it, I'm sorry. Oelwein 3 and Decorah 2. And game 1. Game 1 is done. 3-2. Decorah loses to Oelwein. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 5 runners left for Oelwein. 2 runs for Decorah on 8 hits, no errors, and the Vikings left 9. Winning pitcher Taylor Gilson 2-1. Jake Qualley, the losing pitcher, 1-2. Game 2 coming up here in about 15-20 minutes right here on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC.